Hey everybody, once again is Matthew back with another episode of Watty's channel. We are continuing series 2 of the LJN Wrestling Superstars posters review. So I just completed the first video and I'm going to dive into series 2. I don't know how much room is left on this or how much memory is left on the cell phone. So I'm going to try and dive in as quickly as I can and hopefully have these two videos up within the next day or two. Possibly back-to-back days. So with round 2 or series 2, they only had 6 brand new figures. I don't have Andre the Giant series 2 or a series 2 Andre poster. Is it any different from the round 1 or the series 1? I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't actually seen any other Andre the Giant poster other than the Black Strap Series 6 poster, which obviously is different from the first one, but if Series 1 and Series 2 posters are different, I don't know. I guess that's an easy lookup, but so short-haired Andre the Giant poster will not be included. You will see Brutus and Greg Valentine from Dream Team. I have them on individual posters. I do not have the tag team poster for those two figures. You'll also see George Steele, King Kong Bundy, and Paul Orndorff. And so we will dive into each of the figures or each of the posters. First one, as I mentioned, I don't have these framed because when I bought these last year, they have both Greg and Brutus on back to back, and they put them in this little plastic protective covering. So I guess I just never had a need to put them in picture frames. But plus the great thing about them is both of these posters are signed by their respective wrestlers, so that's pretty incredible. So Brutus Beefcake, once again, pretty spectacular. I really like this poster. This is actually a really solid one all around. Maybe I'm biased because it's signed. Obviously, the signatures are going to mean a whole lot, to the value of a certain item to me. So that is something to take into consideration. But just the overall look from the face and keeping with the design of the Series 2 Brutus, pretty remarkable overall poster. When we flip it over, we have the second member of the Dream Team, and it's Greg Valentine. And once again, we do have a signature from Hall of Fame 2004. That's pretty awesome. Wow. So, Greg Valentine, and this is what I talk about when I talk about caricatures. What exactly is a caricature? But kind of like a comedy cartoon of whatever the painter's painting. So, if my wife and I sit down for a caricature, they're not going to draw us. They're going to draw some kind of, silly big heads and ears and, something comedic. And when I look at these posters, it's not like somebody snapped a photograph and threw it on the poster. It's somebody did some kind of comedic rendering of the wrestler. I've seen Greg Valentine wrestle plenty in my life. And yeah, I think by making him super tall with his action figure and kind of slim and everything, that's not exactly the Greg Valentine that I remember. But come on, this he just looks like a big ball of wax here. They did not do Greg Valentine well at all. It actually is one of my more valuable, more favorite posters because, again, you're not looking at it as that photographic rendering. You are looking at it as a comedic caricature. So yes, I do kind of enjoy the comedy aspect of it, but still, they didn't do Greg right at all. Pretty easy a poster for the most part. Nothing super flashy, but I still like it. Again, these two did have a tag team set, and so you would have seen a dual poster with both wrestlers, but I only have one tag team poster, and right now I'm bidding on the Killer Bees, so if I win that one, I'll have a dual Killer Bees tag team poster as well, but who knows if I actually win that one. This is one that I was talking about in the past. The King Kong Bundy from Series 2 man, he really does look like a big ball of blob in here, and I really don't like this. Again, as a caricature and comedic purposes, yes, you enjoy the comedy behind it, but King Kong Bundy was more as a favorite, and he's got one of my favorite action figures of the line. And as a fan of this man, you gotta not appreciate him being kind of ridiculed like this. He looks so odd, man. Everything from the face to the way they has his arm flaps. It just nah. Come on, you guys could have done Bundy better than this. Still a solid poster nonetheless. I would have loved to have had something like this signed, but and I'm sure someone out there does have this signed, but being able to track that down and what they would ask for it, even if I saw that signature, would I go for it? Probably not. Not already having the poster. I mean, I really don't need anything else. But King Kong Bundy, one of the best action figures online, and a pretty unique, to say the least, poster. The fourth poster, or number 5 if you want to include the series 2 Andre, which I don't have. Again, I'll repeat, I don't know if series 1 Andre and series 2 Andre, if their poster was the same or different. Am I ever going to cut open the series 2 Andre and that one right there? Am I going to cut that open and see what's inside? No. So, all right, Paul Orndorff. Super muscular in the action figure and kind of repeating it here in the poster. Man, the way he's making his muscles and that facial expression, it looks like his head's about to explode. I mean, look at those little bubbles on his cheeks. I mean, he really looks like he's about to pop. I kind of feel bad for this man. That looks like that could hurt. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff has an adequate action figure, good for display, not so much as far as a playable action figure, but he does have a pretty solid figure, a poster. And like I said, you get to look at the posters, kind of laugh at it, have a good time. And that's what you want from your collections. You want to be able to look at and enjoy what you have. And this one's a fun poster. Just because I make fun of it doesn't mean I hate it. In fact, I think that just adds more value for me. Paul Orndorff, once again, Series 2. And I think that was it. Nope. You know what? There's 2. I somehow missed George Steele. So I'm going to pause the video. All right, so right after Greg Valentine, we should have gone with George Steele. So the animal, kind of looking at this poster, they don't actually make him overly hairy. And, you've seen him in real life. He's got a lot of hair on his body. Even the original prototype of this figure, of this character, was supposed to be like super hairy. They do have like these little spots that they put on his body to kind of mimic hair, but I guess the actual darkening of that was, wasn't cost effective, so they decided to leave that out. The poster itself doesn't really do anything for me. Not anything super flashy. I'm trying to look at the details of the figure, and maybe a little bit of hair on the back. Yeah, I mean it's adequate. I mean, it's a poster. It's something to add to the collection. And is it anything that sparks enjoyment? No, I'm not crazy about this poster, but I'm not gonna hate on it either. It's a decent poster. So far, among all the posters we've looked at, it's quite possibly my least favorite poster. Maybe between this one and the Iron Sheik poster, but I don't know. So far, I think George Steele is probably my least favorite among the 2 series that I've seen. So, yeah. That that's it. That is Series 2. Again, I kind of go off of this wall over here, and the way that the original LJN Lou sits, that's the same way I set up the carded figures. That's the same way I set up the bendies, the same way I set up my posters and the thumb wrestlers. So, yeah, that's again a review of LJN Wrestling Superstars Series 2 posters. Series 3. Will I do Series 3 all in one video? With 17 characters, I don't think so. Because if Series 1 had 9 and took about 15 minutes, then I might have to split that up into 2 videos, especially if I'm going to use the cell phone for that. Do I have all 17 characters? I don't believe so, but let's see. So I do have the tag team of, well, that's Series 4. I'm just kind of looking at the wall right now. It'll be a good video. I don't believe I have every last one, but I should have a good chunk of them, a majority of them at least. Maybe 1 or 2 are missing, possibly. We'll see. Uh, Once again, everybody, thank you for watching. Again, always appreciate your support. You guys really are the best. Comment, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.